I think that it was that I didn't feel that the female character was well-rounded enough to warrant the violence perhaps against her. And I think that violence is interesting, it's part of our society. I think art should absolutely deal with it and deal with its causes, but I want it to be done in quite a serious way. So I think, like in the modern day pieces that I was offered, very often it would be within that realm, and that's not something that I feel comfortable doing. Female character was well-rounded enough. Female character was well-rounded enough. I think art should absolutely deal with it. I think art should absolutely deal with it. Again, that's just me. That was what I was offered. Obviously, other people are being offered different things. You know, it was always that or the supportive wife. I think fame is a very strange thing at any age, but I think at that age, I want to say particularly for a young woman, but not particularly, maybe for boys as well. You're still becoming. You know, you're not who you are going to be. And I think when you're suddenly famous at the age when you're still trying to figure things out, I want to say particularly for a young woman, but you know, you're not who you are going to be. You know, you're not who you are going to be. That can be very complex when you're suddenly in this limelight where things are so extreme. People love you or they hate you or they think you're terrible and you'll always be terrible, or you're amazing and you're always going to be. And being buffeted by those storms at that age, I found very, very, very difficult. Stalking, really, and okay, they were being paid for it. But actually, you know, I've had various stalking situations, and I've had various paparazzi situations, and it feels the same. Where things are so extreme, and okay, they were being paid for it, regardless of, you know, what the intention is behind it. And, you know, so yeah, by the time I got to 22, pressure of all of those things, and it just got too much. I had the money to be able to get help, which is huge, and I also had a career where I could step away and I could step back to, and I'd already earned enough money that I didn't have to work for that year. I didn't know it was just going to be a year, maybe it would have been longer, but it happened to be just over a year, I think. So I was very lucky from that standpoint, but also very lucky my family is amazing. A career where I could step away, but it happened to be just over a year, I think. I have a completely solid thing behind me, which makes a huge difference when something like that happens.